Hey everyone, CCC Genesis here with another deck profile on Valentina 5.0. Well, technically it'd be 5.1 now because this is a revision. It's the first revision of the deck. So, Valentina has the ability, I'm going to just quickly go over this again, because I made an older deck profile, but some people really wanted me to make a new deck profile because the videos were different. And that's the point of deck building, is that you will always revise your decks after a while. So, we don't want to really deactivate her, but sometimes you just have to help you control the board. But mainly just want to use the abilities for her ruler ability, which is give X minus X, basically. So if you have space time anomalies, -7 -7 for your chance and for your water and darkness chance, basically. That's basically just the front side. If you do, however, deactivate her, she can banish 2 Resonators to control, destroy a Resonator your opponent controls, or draw a card. It's very useful and very not useful at the same time because you are technically going -1 on a Resonator to destroy a Resonator, unless you have a Resonator that can replace itself or draw you a card or take control like Valentina's. Or if you had taken over their Resonator, then you just destroy their Resonators. So overall, it's a very strong removal. She has a nice 10-10 body. She's big. She's able to trade well to things. And I have admitted to be able to deactivate her tons of times to be able to take control of board states, like against Turbo Quiber, against Fox. You'll go to the stones real fast. It's just going to be a quick thing because the stones never change. It's going to be 4 remains of attoractia, basically. It's just more dark blue. Sometimes you get to pump the tokens by +1/+1. That's sometimes relevant, depends on the matchup, sometimes it's not. I rarely ever use that ability. 4 Dark Depths, obviously you just want to keep as much blue as possible and much black as possible. Sorrowful Necromancy's Memoria is actually very strong in this format, just because of QB. Being able to get rid of a lot of remnants is also very important as well. The later the game goes, you start removing remnant spells, you can start removing things like horns. Eventually start decking out your opponent faster. You can also start, if you somehow killed stones, you can banish the stones. You get rid of things that you basically don't want to see anymore. And then one resource Memoria, just to help cycle out a bit. That's all it basically it's used for. And then that produces blue. But now we'll just go to Resonators. 3 Hera. Hera's just basically there to kill off Regalias. Things like Bow is very prominent in this format. You go use it to kill off your own Regalias in case it's under matches are not very useful, like against like pure Dark Elves control. Certain Regalias aren't going to be useful. Mikage control, you can just kill off your own art. You can just kill off your own bows, recycle them later. Kill off your Deathscythe, recycle them later. You can just use it to draw. She's just mainly there as a draw engine / get rid of Regalia engine. That's pretty much all she is there for. You play 3 Illusory Projection. Basically this is your main token giver. He drops your main 2-drop in the deck. So all you just basically want to do is just have him as your body and basically just want him to sustain the field, control the field, and just replace himself with tokens basically. It's a very decent body and it just floats. It creates more blockers. Now we have 3 Valentinas. We obviously can't play the front side anymore, so we play the back side. Basically, when she's killed, you get to take control of target Resonator. So basically, you can space time anomaly your own Valentina after you've done some chip damage with her, take target creature. You can also sacrifice her with Valentina. By the way, I misplayed in that video, because the takeover should have actually applied first after sacrificing the Valentina, because it's the way the Rook Egg works. Once it's sacrificed, that ability triggers first, and then the Valentina's ability, the other Valentina's ability would activate to destroy. So other than that, yeah, Valentina is a very strong Resonator. She basically just is either removed by bears and bows or just ignored most of the game because no one wants to lose their Resonators. No one wants you to gain Resonators. So we play 3 Illusionary Wizards. Illusion Wizards. Basically this is just your main Body Giver. She just drops another 4/4 token, allows you to have board presence on the field, and that's basically it. It combos well with Moojdart, giving you more bodies. It combos well with Valentina's Vex and J-Ruler side, where you can sacrifice them both to destroy target Resonator and help control the field a bit more. And then, speaking of Moojdart, here we go, the lovely Moojdart. Moojdart is very strong. She gives everything +4/+4, unless you're Valentina Hera, which is +2/+2. And then you can sack a fantasy creature to give herself barrier from chance, which is, yeah, I don't really use that. It can be useful. Don't get me wrong, but she's mainly there as a finisher / blocker from flying creatures. That's pretty much all she's there for. Other than that, she's still a very strong Resonator, nonetheless. Next, we play, for our spells, we play 3 Bear. Bear is very strong, giving something -4, making something into a 4/4 Bear, and then giving something -1 attack, basically. It's nice. Plus, comboing that with bows, you basically have your removals, you combo with Space Time Anomaly, so you just have multiple removals. You could use this thing up to 6 times per turn. 6 times? Because I'm not playing 4, or else you'd be for 8. I find that I like it at 3 better than at 4. Then we play 2 Scorns or Dark Alice. Sometimes you just don't want. Sometimes you just can't remove all the Resonators, so you just want to get rid of Resonators from your hand. Like, you mainly just want to use this on decks that know you play Captain Hook. Decks like Fairy Tales, Gwyber Turbo. That's pretty much it. Other than that, it's basically an easy side deck card. And it's just good against aggro, basically. This entire deck's good against aggro. Then we play three Nameless Mist. Nameless Mist is just there to help you in a control matchup, to remove counter spells, to remove Black Moonbeam, to remove other Remnant spells like Space Time Anomaly and Bear, so your creatures could be safer. And eventually just start getting rid of their supply. Giving something +1/+1 is also very nice. This is basically the more important of the 2 cards. I'd rather see Nameless Mist over Dark Scorn any day. 1 Black Moonbeam just for J-Ruler removal. I know it's not good against QB, which is the most prominent ruler right now. But the thing is, like, you can't always have everything for QB, so I just at least main deck 1 Black Moonbeam. Just for the fact that if I don't play against QB, I have the answers to something else. Then I play 2 Magic Rebound. Magic Rebound was the newest addition to the deck. I originally had it in the original version, but then my friend just told me to play Plot instead. Which, again, Plot has been useful and it saved my ass a couple times. But if I had this against QB, I could have made him omit himself. I could have made him use his horns on me. I could have done a lot more other shenanigans with it. Plus, it cycles a card. You get something -2/-2. You can target with Space Time Anomaly to another target Resonators. It's a very useful card. I like it a lot. This card is very useful, and especially in certain matchups. Next, we play 4 Space Time Anomalies. Basically, Space Time Anomaly is the bread and butter of the deck, giving something -7/-7 with this just murders aggro, solely murders combo. It does help out beating QB because you kill off the assistant and Atama. It forces them to use the QB that turn. And if they don't have another thing to play that turn, they're forced to not. They can't QB the next turn, basically, at that point, which is very useful for you. And you just get to cycle cards. You could use this up to 8 times cycle. You basically draw 8 times, unless they're playing against Dark Alice. At that point, you're sad. You're definitely sad. Then we're playing 2 Valentina's Reach. This card is insane. Being able to choose the amount of cards your opponent can discard and then how many times you could draw. Plus, if you flip over to Valentina, you can use it for 1 less, because I could pay for 6 and draw 7 because of Valentina's ability to pay 1 less for Darkness Water Chance. And I forgot to mention that now, but I just mentioned it now. This card is legitimately insane. It helps you a lot. You could give something a huge F minus minus, because if you pay for 5, you basically give something -5/-5, as well as making discard 3 or drawing 3 cards, giving something -5/-5 on the field is very useful. It's very nice. Has very strong utility with the deck. Helps you cycle through your deck a lot more. 2 Lunar Lakes. Lunar Lake is extremely strong in this format. Killing off Captain Hooks, killing off Griffins, killing off Amets, killing off Manticores, killing off Assistants, killing off Thomas. I cannot tell you how strong this card is, killing off Adam Broly's. This card is insane. He gets the -3 attack as well, so that's more utility in the deck. It's a Stealth Chambai, you get set for 2 mana, flip it over whenever you need to. It's very useful, very strong. To plot's basically there just for some small creature removal. Giving something -3/-3 also works. It also has a unique ability to give you another token if you control both water and darkness resonators and J/Resonator basically. You get both effects, but you rarely ever resolve the both effects. You mainly just use it to destroy a target creature and another small creature basically. I would recommend probably playing Endless Nights over Plot, just because Endless Nights is definitely better, giving everything -5, everything -2/-2 on the board. So you target something, you give it -3, and then that'll be a -5. Plus you kill something, so you potentially kill 2 things, and then against Kyuubi, you can no longer resolve Monkeys or Thomas for the rest of the turn, slowing it down even more. The reason why I have Plot is because I can't find my Endless Nights, and I forgot to buy them at my local game store. But other than that, I will probably be replacing Plots for Endless Nights, even then I'll probably side deck them for later in the future. For now, I'm just going to stay with Plots. Plot's been working out for me. If anything, I'll probably play 2 Plots, 2 Endless Nights, just in case. Who knows? 1 Deathscythe, just to make rulers lose imperishable. +2/+2 is nice. They no longer have swiftness, so Sylvia's basically out, Lumia's out. They can no longer gain imperishable, they no longer have their swiftness, so their aggression is a lot slower now, so you don't have to worry about that. And then you can banish 3 cards, add it back to your hand in case they remove it with a Hera. Other than that, still a really good card. 1 Laevateinn. Laevateinn is really useful here because you could use it to sacrifice your Valentinas, you could use it to sacrifice your tokens, your token generators. Pump up Valentina, gives Valentina swiftness, gives Valentina the ability to control things by sacrificing it. Overall, very useful card. Very heavy utility in this deck. 4 bows. Because bows are insane, combos well with Bear, combos well with Space-Time Anomalies. Gets rid of stealth control decks as well, because you get paid 2 to get rid of stealth units, as well as stealth cards. So if you're playing against stealth control, this is a very useful card in that matchup, because you get rid of Rizas, you get rid of Meldors, so on and so forth. If they're smart, they would never set Rizas until they're able to play them on the same turn. So by turn 4, they set a Riza. They set the card is obviously a Riza. And 1 Horn. Makes you not deck out, basically. Gives you a really +2/+2, which is nice. Able to shuffle your opponent's discard just in case you don't want to deal with their remnants. And then you have Magic Rebound to make their Horn shuffle your deck back in. But that's pretty much it. We'll go into side deck. I side decked 1 more Hera just for more Regalia removal in case they're actually playing a heavy Regalia list like bows, or heavy Regalia list basically. 1 Magic Rebound, again, just in case I'm playing against Kyuubi or Captain Hook decks. Well, not Captain Hook decks, yeah, basically just Kyuubi, so that's all I really need this for. 1 more Nameless against control, basically just want to see their hand, make them discard it. 2 Shackles of Ice. This is basically against Sol, Dark Alice, Mars, Mercurius. That's basically it. Those are the only rules I can think of right now that are really truly relevant in the meta. That are affected by Shackle Device. Well, yeah, and Mikage. Mikage also gets hurt by this as well. But that's pretty much it. So this basically just says you can't activate your ruler effects until you J-activate, and then you can Black Moonbeam them. They can no longer activate any other effects. 3 Soul Hunt. Soul Hunt's just there for swarm decks like fairies, elves. You basically just kill off a token with the -1, make them kill off another creature and discard another card in the hand. That's basically all it's there for. 2 more Lunar Lakes just for, again, QB, Captain Hooks, Adam Broly, everything I said before. 3 Lapis' Darkstorm, mainly just for a control matchup. How to win the control matchups, you just discard their hand before they discard yours. That's basically it. You don't want them to be able to discard your hand, and then you want to have the advantage over them. And then 2 Down Drains just to help my aggro matchups a little bit better, because you never know. There's always going to be that one aggro player out there. Well, that's it for the deck profile, guys. Hope you like it. Leave a like down below. Leave a comment for some future suggestions. Hopefully I can get more people to record with me. It's been a very rough week. Everyone's just started school again, so people are just trying to figure things out. There's not a lot of people that are really available right now, so hopefully this Saturday I can record some games and then upload them upload them afterwards for next week. I also want to do something very special for my subscribers, my 100 subscriber special. Sadly, I already missed that, so maybe once I get to maybe 150 subscriber special, or maybe 200 subscribers, I'll maybe unleash a special because I missed the 100 one. But yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you all have a great day.